All right, so this is part two, and here we are again, a clean chart, nothing on it more than just a stock. And what I wanted to do here is to make sure that I'm sharing the same screen before we just go into, okay, here we go. So back to this. So we talked about this whole stage right here and this whole stage right here and what happened here. As soon as we finished the part one, people asked me, like, how do you know? Like, if you are in a stock like this, how do you know that you are in a channel like this and this channel going to keep intact and stuff like that? Let's say I am up to here and I don't know what's going to happen over here. I have no idea what's going on in this area. So I'm right here. What I do on TradingView, I get the channel regression, regression trend, and I just come from here to here. And this is, how the stock has been behaving. And then the regression channel or regression trend will actually build that for me. And keeping the same angle of the trend, I don't know exactly like what's happening in here, but I'll just keep the same angle of the trend, not going up or down. I'm just going to keep the same angle of the trend. And now the trend will actually, the regression channels will actually build for me. And I will just be watching these very carefully. So that can help me as well in building my, in like deciding if I want to buy or I want to sell. Okay. Usually you will have channels within channels. So if you are with my parallel channel, you will have a channel like, we'll focus now on the area where we're going to be in right now. So I will have channels within channels. So I will have this channel right here, for example. And at the same time, I will have another channel right here. And this is actually very I'll have this channel right here as well. And this channel, you really have to be patient with them until they touch. Like, if you're patient and never shake them out, it's good to be patient to get to the bottom of the channel, because this is your best trades, like going to be right here. And then I wanted to highlight also that I wanted to highlight the 50% line. It's a very, very important line. So we have this line right here, and I want this to be kind of like standing out line. So that way, not this, not that, make it black. Okay, black. And then as far as this, we're gonna make it into a line as well so you can see it better. And even though I like it this way, the top line can be like this, and this line can be like that. Okay, all right. So here's our channel. And then it broke out its channel. So we have a channel breakout in this area right here. And now we building a kind of like support area zone right here. So analyzing this area right now. What do you see when you look at this? Okay, so you see around bottom right here. And of course, the stock goes up. I also see as a trader, if I can have a regression channel right here, if I start here and end here, and I want to know, it seems to me that the stock has been making some higher highs. Okay, that's from a regression point of view. Okay, let's delete this, and now we go into as a support and resistance trader. What I look for I didn't get to Fibonacci yet. What I'm looking for as support and resistance trader is that I'm looking for, let's say, this beautiful area right here. This is where the best price for the stock is, because that would be a triple bottom on Amazon. Okay, if we're looking at like nowadays, do you think this is gonna happen? Like, do you think we might have a triple top? I mean, a triple bottom on Amazon? Amazon is a great company, and it's going, like, if you invested all your money in Amazon right now, I think you're gonna make a fortune out of it. It's just having the right entry is the problem. Like, when do you enter? When do you manage, like, how do you manage that kind of a trade? So over here, this is my support zone right now. And if we go into the, like, right now we're in the daily, right? To go on the weekly, we're gonna see that we barely moved up, and we got the pullback from the double bottom right here on the weekly. So actually take this channel out, and we're only focused on this. So we're coming from a downtrend. See how these things work perfectly. Like, when you, it's amazing how these things work. Like, it comes exactly to a zone, because computers don't make mistakes. Computers are traders, because computers trade all the time. Like, if you don't know, 90%, not 90%. They said that it's average. It's average to be 70% of trades right now are done by computers. And human beings really don't have a chance to compete with that unless you are creative. And that's why a lot of people lose money in the market. You're competing against something who is, like, very, very smart, analyze so many things that you have to know about before you even start trading. How fake outs happen, how psychology works, how where the stock is at right now, where is it compared to, like, its history, how far does it go down, how to shake some people out. And if you're equipped with the data that computers have, which is where everyone stop loss is, where everyone places stop loss, because once you place that stop loss, once you put that stop loss on, everyone in the world is seeing that, is seeing your limit sell, and they know, everyone know that your tolerance, like, how much of loss can you take. They will shake you up, because what if I just buy his stock for this price right now and just come back and sell it to the same guy, the same dumb guy that I just shook out, because he just doesn't know the value of a company like Amazon. What if I just shook him out and took him out of the trade and sell him the same stocks again for even higher price? And believe it or not, you will actually do it. You will actually come and buy it, and all right. So we're building support and resistance zones right here in this area. Why are we doing this? Because it's gonna come into play over here. So what happened in this area right here is that the stock came all the way. We have a very strong resistance here, and that would be around 126. Why? Because people are trapped. Whoever bought here, the stock gapped badly, very badly on them suddenly, and now they are stuck. They are stuck in 145. Those who came to try to buy here because they think the stock's not going any more down, and then you can see, like, there was a little push right here, and then it actually didn't work. So right now we have on the weekly, we have a very important double top right here. Now let's go down to the daily now. Since we have our levels from the weekly, you're gonna see that it works beautifully, perfectly on the daily. Why? Why is that happening? Why does it work perfect like this? It's going like that between 124.83 and 125.66. Why does it work so perfect? Because computers don't make mistakes. Computers do exactly. And if you analyze the masses, they are like a flip, like nothing when it comes to trading, because no matter what you do, no matter how much work you do, no matter how many stocks can you buy out of a $2,000, $2,500 stock, $2,600, $3,100 stock? Amazon had to split because the stock was so high. And if institutions are the only initiatives that are buying and selling, then we have a problem, because they know exactly where, where they need us in the mix. They need the retail investors in the mix. So now you bring Amazon down to the masses, and a great company like Amazon, Apple, Tesla, they're all splitting. Google, you bring Google to the masses. Now you're talking. Now you're adding volatility in the mix, and now you're getting access to those like little pennies that can build up and make millions over time. So I'm sorry if I'm boring you with these things, but why stock split? Why Amazon would split? If you only have a $10,000 and now you can buy 100 shares of Amazon, those 100 shares of Amazon, if they move like $7, you make $700. When you buy one share of Amazon, and that one share of Amazon moved $700 over 2 years, you just now made $700. So you just need the stock to move like $7 to, to make that $700 that you were supposed to be making over years and years of trading. So stock split is good. A company as heavy as Amazon in the market, as good as Amazon in the market, it's good to have a company like that for a price like this. A lot of people are going to buy and hold for a long time. And from what I know, like what happened with Apple like a year ago when they split, the price now is almost half of what they were before the split, even though the split was like 5-1. Right now, you're almost getting free shares, because once the stock split, if you had 100 shares of Amazon, now you have 500 shares of Amazon. Over the past 2 years after the split and all the dividend you're getting, of course, you would have made so much money in that if you're just buying and if you just bought and hold Apple and getting dividend from that all this time. It was a good thing. But now stock split is good. The reversal split, when you have a reverse split, you're making you're diluting your stocks. So if you have one stock and you give people 10 for that one stock, that's a good time. But if you have 100 stocks and you only give people 10 stocks for those 100, that means you're doing so bad in the company, and it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going down. From the broad point of view, these things are not gonna, it's not gonna go back ever, maybe, to that price again, unless there is a major shift in the company's management and arrangement and everything else. It's just a huge management shift that has to happen to get this company to the sun. But so Amazon split is a great thing, and we live in this time. We live at the time where Amazon split, and this is the right time to get in. So we have a very strong one at 103, and we also have the price is right here. The price is consolidating right around here. Okay, how do I get in? Do I wait until the price goes to 102? No, what I do is I start buying. If I want to buy 100 shares of Amazon, I want to put $10,000 in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start buying 10 and 5 and 10 and 5 and 10. And then that will take, by the way, maybe accumulate over the next months, because institutions will start accumulating. We don't know when they're going to start accumulating yet, but the stock has already made its first higher high. So if it starts to reverse from here, if we start having like a good day from here, let's buy. And then if it starts coming down, now once it hits this one for the third, hits this 102, 103, 100 for the third time, this is where we really get aggressive. This is where we get like half of our position, which is like our 50 shares or something. This is, of course, you scale this according to your size. So if you want to have 1,000 Amazon shares, now you go into hundreds and 50s and stuff, and 250s and 500 at the end, where you really have the stock comes to this support area right now, right here. So this is where we at right now. This is where we at, and this is the area where we start accumulating over the next month. The area of 108 until like 103, 102. If the stock ever went below like 100, this is our chance to accumulate and never look back. Just keep it until like this whole quarter or 2 quarters go, like, and then you just hold it and don't look back until it comes back to 171, 180, and soon it's going to come to 200. Amazon deserves to be a $200 stock in a very, very short amount of time. And once the market reverts, by the way, the first thing that reverts hard is companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, especially when they are available to the masses. Like if you have an account of like $100,000 or $200,000 account, and now you are playing it safe, you will definitely put half of your account into Amazon, Google, and Apple, Microsoft, because of course of when they bought the gaming company, and then you're gonna put it into Tesla as well when it splits. So these 4 or 5 companies. These companies are like, they are the future of retail, EV. And the good thing about Tesla as well, that it's just, I know I'm out of the subject right now, but the good thing about Tesla as well is that they own Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin starts reversing, their value is going to be huge. Because when you invest in Tesla, actually investing in 2, 3, 4 different companies, as far as AI, EV, and Bitcoin as well, digital assets. So it's a combination of beautiful technologies in one, and all these things going to show up soon. I know Tesla was like ridiculously overpriced in the past, but right now the price came to the point where it is really a great company. And with the new split, this is really going to go places. Like if you can buy Tesla, a great company like this, for $150, $180, this is where you really start accumulating, because you know that this is the future of these companies are bright, are really bright. Okay, so this is the second part of the Amazon split, where we at right now, and now how can we like place this correctly? And this is where the third part comes in, where we start using Fibonacci to know exactly where our entries are and our exits, to have our like entries and exits in a good way to accumulate or get the most out of this stock. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the third part. Okay, and stop. Okay, and end. And